Welcome back to our chapter-by-chapter journey through Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Today, we're diving into Chapter 3, Mind Your Own Business, a powerful wake-up call that challenges how we think about careers, ownership, and true wealth building. Robert starts by explaining that most people confuse their profession with their business. For instance, you could be a banker, teacher, or engineer by profession. But if you don't own income-generating assets outside your job, you don't really own a business. You're simply trading time for money. That's what poor Dad did. He climbed the academic and career ladder, worked hard, and depended on job security. But job security is not the same as financial freedom. Rich Dad, however, kept reminding Robert, the rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focuses on their income statements. Translation: instead of just working harder at their jobs, the rich build and grow businesses on the side, even small ones at first, that eventually become their main source of income. This chapter emphasizes the idea that no matter what your job is, you should always be building something that belongs to you. Rich Dad would say, keep your daytime job, but start minding your own business. That could mean investing in real estate, stocks, intellectual property, side hustles, or anything that earns without needing your constant time and presence. Kiyosaki stresses the difference between working for money and building systems that make money work for you. Most people work hard for someone else's business, the government, through taxes, the bank, through debt, or their employer. Instead of focusing on growing assets, they spend their lives paying bills. Rich Dad taught Robert that his goal was to own assets that produced income, not just rely on a salary. He also warned, don't get caught up in lifestyle inflation. As people earn more, they often spend more, keeping them locked in the rat race. The solution? Funnel that extra income into your own business, not into liabilities. Here's what minding your own business looks like in real life. Instead of just saving for retirement through a 401k, invest in rental properties. Instead of watching TV after work, create an online store. Instead of chasing a promotion, build your own brand or product line. Even small actions compound over time. Rich Dad taught that the financially intelligent don't wait for perfect conditions. They start small, learn fast, and build steadily. He believed in learning by doing. Whether it's buying a small stock, starting a blog, or flipping a used item for profit, every step toward business ownership counts. You don't need a business degree. You need the mindset to build something that works while you sleep. One standout quote from this chapter is, the primary reason the majority of the poor and middle class are fiscally conservative is that they have no financial foundation. They have to cling to their jobs and play it safe. Rich Dad's advice? Use your job to buy assets. Let those assets become your business. Over time, your side business will become your main business, and your job will become optional. Try this reframe. Don't just ask, how can I earn more money? Ask, what business can I build that earns while I sleep? That's where real wealth begins. Daily affirmation. I build assets that earn for me. I am not just an employee. I am an owner in the making. Key takeaway. Focus on growing your asset column. Mind your own business even if you have a day job. True wealth doesn't come from working more hours, it comes from owning the systems that produce money. That wraps up Chapter 3 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Next up is Chapter 4, The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations, where we'll explore how the rich legally pay less in taxes and how corporations are a wealth-building weapon most people ignore. Don't miss it.